The Southeast ADA Center's region of the United States stretches across 8 states and is home to nearly 1,000 miles of some of the world's most breathtaking oceanfront beaches, including a variety of inland beaches on lakes, rivers, and state parks. One of the main focuses of the Southeast ADA Center is to ensure any individuals with disabilities have equal access and the same opportunities as all others to enjoy our beaches. For the 1 in 7 Americans with mobility issues, accessing these natural wonders can be a challenge and can require a mixture of flexibility and compromise. Disabled travelers in the U.S. spend nearly $60 billion on travel annually, making them and their families a significant portion of the travel market in the United States. Today, thanks to advancements in accessibility technology and equipment, along with a growing awareness of legal and ethical obligations, the efforts to create equitable beach access continues to be on the rise. Just as important, providing equitable beach access isn't just a legal requirement, it's the right thing to do. Achieving equitable beach access involves a range of stakeholders, including individuals with disabilities, their families, local governments, businesses, and nonprofits. This includes providing accessible transportation to the beach and plenty of close accessible parking, easy transitions to beach paths, accessible bathrooms, showers, and changing rooms, along with accessible devices to make the beach experience safe and easy for everyone. While the 2010 ADA standards don't specifically address beach access, public entities must ensure their programs are accessible to people with disabilities unless it causes undue burden. The Architectural Barriers Act, ABA, outlines best practices for building accessible beach access routes, and under ADA Title II, scoping defines which areas must meet specific technical standards. Entities managing beaches must follow these scoping guidelines based on the number of pedestrian access points and the shoreline length. A beach access route is defined as a continuous unobstructed path that crosses the surface of the beach and provides pedestrians access to the water. These can be either permanent or removable and provide everyone with unobstructed paths to the beach. Governments and municipalities need to be aware of the following ABA standards and scoping requirements for beach access routes. Beach access routes are required when an entity that administers or manages a beach constructs or alters any circulation paths, parking facilities, toilet facilities, or bathing facilities that serve the beach. The entity is not required to spend more than 20% of the cost of constructing or altering these facilities to provide beach access routes. Beach access routes are also required when the entity that administers or manages the beach undertakes a beach nourishment project. The entity, again, is not required to spend more than 20% of the cost of the beach nourishment project to provide beach access routes. At least one beach access route must be provided for each 1/2 mile of beach shoreline administered or managed by the entity. The number of beach access routes is not required to exceed the number of pedestrian access points provided to the beach by the entity. Pedestrian access points to a beach include parking facilities, dune crossings, and stairways or ramps leading from boardwalks to the beach. In high-density population areas, entities should consider providing beach access routes more frequently than the minimum of every 1/2 mile to help prevent people with disabilities from traveling extensive distances to access the beach. Generally, beach access routes must coincide with or be in the same general area as pedestrian access points that serve the beach. And these routes must connect an entry point to the beach to the high tide level at tidal beaches. These can be permanent, such as boardwalks and permanent beach access mats, or removable, such as roll-up or retractable access mats. Beach boardwalks have long been the traditional beach access path across dunes, wet areas, or parking lots, allowing visitors to get to and from the beach easily. Many boardwalks have become iconic parts of the beaches where they are located. These are permanent amenities and are expensive to build, and even the newer composite decking options require annual maintenance. While boardwalks have long been a staple of beach access, the lower cost and maintenance of beach access mats have made them the leading choice for improving accessibility, offering a true equitable beach access solution. At many beaches in the Southeast, in addition to beach access mats, you'll find various accessible devices like beach wheelchairs, floating wheelchairs, motorized options, and even all-terrain wheelchairs with tracks. These devices, whether manual or motorized, help people with mobility issues navigate the sand and even reach the water. Under ADA Title II for state and local governments and Title III for businesses and nonprofits, wheelchairs are defined as manually or power-driven devices designed primarily for use by an individual with a mobility disability for the main purpose of indoor or both indoor and outdoor locomotion. Public areas must allow access to people using these devices. Title III also defines a second class of mobility device called Other Power-Driven Mobility Devices, or OPDMD, which includes battery, fuel, or engine-powered devices for mobility. OPDMDs must be allowed for people with disabilities if they can safely be accommodated in the environment. The state of equitable beach access in the Southeast is brighter than ever, and together, the Southeast ADA Center and our stakeholders are committed to ensuring equitable beach access for all, so that everyone can enjoy the beauty of our beaches. For more information, visit adasoutheast.org.